So before I start recommending, and let me know in the comments below if you've read, and the movie is, and it has been, and the movie is called, it stars Dharmendra, Sharmila Tagore, okay, very nice. It's so I know I'm doing a very bad job of explaining. It stars Sandeep. It stars in this time of lockdown. People, please stay safe. Avoid going out as much as possible. Wash your hands. Keep washing your hands. And whenever you go out, if you have to go out, then don't forget to wear a mask, and if possible wear gloves and all. And the moment you come back, don't forget to wash your hands and wash your feet so that you can stay safe. And I just like to say that everyone who's working hard, who's trying to make life easier for us during these times, a big thank you, because it's in these times that we realize how much we are dependent on the little things in life. And I'm just so thankful to all of these people who are making our life easy, right from the vegetable vendor to the supermarket guys to the general store guys to people who are actually having to go to work in offices, and most of all, most importantly, the doctors, the healthcare workers. I am a big hats off, a big salute to all of you. And I just hope we get through this, and I hope that given the dedication with which they are working, we will get through this soon. Hey guys, this is Sonali, the Melodramatic Bookworm. Welcome back to my channel. I'm here today with a different kind of video. I don't usually do this type of video, like movie recommendations kind of thing, because I don't watch a lot of movies. But I thought, since there are a lot of people who are in isolation right now and they are watching a lot of movies, a lot of TV shows, so I thought, why not make a movie recommendation videos. All of these are either comedy movies or will make you laugh at some point during their span. So before I start recommending any movies, let me just say that please ignore any noises that can be heard from outside, like this one for example, because I need to keep this window open for the lighting, and people living here around us are not helping, as you can hear. Anyway, I have quite a few movies to recommend to you. The thing is, these are only movies that I watched, and the point is that I don't watch a lot of movies, and these are a few that I have watched and absolutely loved. I've laughed my way through them. I know I'm missing a lot of movies on this list because I haven't watched them, and which are considered classics, but I just wanted to share with you the movies that I have already watched and I enjoyed. And maybe if you haven't watched them and you go and watch them right now, maybe you'll enjoy them. And that is basically what I'm trying to do here, to give you fodder to go and enjoy, because it doesn't look like this lockdown is going to end anytime soon. I must also say that I won't be explaining the plot of these movies, because since there is so much comedy in there, it sort of takes away the fun, at least for me, because I like to be startled into laughter, and that's what so many of these movies did, and I'm absolutely here for it. I hope you will enjoy these movies too. And let me know in the comments below if you watched any of these movies and if you enjoyed them, and if you have any other suggestions. I'm sure you have, because just because I don't watch movies doesn't mean the rest of you don't. But yes, please do let me know in the comments below which is your favorite comedy movie, which of these have you watched, which ones do you want to go ahead and watch. Yet another disclaimer is that I will be including only English and Hindi movies in this. I really wanted to include Telugu movies as well, but maybe I'll do a different video for that because it will get really long. So the first movie that I'd like to recommend is the first movie that came to mind when I thought, let me do a comedy movie recommendation video. And that movie is Hera Fairy. It has been directed by Priyadarshan and it stars Paresh Rawal, Akshay Kumar, Sunil Shetty, Tabu. And it is one of the finest performances that Paresh Rawal has ever given out. He is so convincing as Baburao Apte that I just, every time I watch the movie, I'm in splits, and I use his dialogues in almost every situation in my life. It's that meme worthy. And not just Paresh Rawal, he's in a different class altogether, but even Akshay Kumar and Sunil Shetty have done so amazingly well in their roles as Raju and Shyam. I can watch Hera Fairy any number of times. Anytime it's on TV, I just don't change the channel because it's that hilarious. So the next movie I was contemplating talking about another Hindi movie, but there is one Hollywood movie that ranks very high on this list, and that is Jumanji: Welcome to the Jungle. And it is one of my favorite comedy movies of all time because of how epic it is. Like, it's sort of an adventure comedy kind of movie, and I absolutely love it, especially Kevin Hart and Jack Black. Okay, their comic timing is out of this world. And that is also a movie which I will never change the channel for, because every second of it is so precious, it's so funny, and I can watch it multiple times. Like, I will say that about every movie in this list, but it's true. Basically, Jumanji picks up from the Robin Williams movie, and it's the game, but someone else finds it, and 4 teenagers, they start playing it, and they're dropped into the game. Every single one of them has done an amazing job, but I will always love Kevin Hart and Jack Black. The next movie that I'm going to recommend is the 1975 Hindi film called Chupke Chupke by Hrishikesh Mukherjee. It stars Dharmendra, Sharmila Tagore, Amitabh Bachchan, Jaya Bachchan, Om Prakash, Keshto Mukherjee, Usha Kiran. There's a huge cast, and it's one hell of a ride from starting to finish. This is sort of a comedy where Parimal, who Dharmendra is playing, is a professor, and he falls in love with Sulekha, who is played by Sharmila Tagore. And Sulekha is in completely, she praises her brother-in-law, who is played by Om Prakash, to no end, and Parimal is like, I'm going to have some fun, I'm going to go behave as a Raghav's driver. And he asks Amitabh Bachchan's character to put up a front as Parimal, as a botany professor. I know I'm doing a very bad job of explaining the movie, but I said that in the beginning that I'm not going to try and explain it properly, but I just think that you should really go and watch this, because it's a hoot and it's one of the best movies ever made, and I really think that it's a classic in the comedy genre, in even otherwise. The next movie I'm going to talk about is one of the most slapstickest movies I've seen in a long time, and I watched it pretty recently. I think the first time I watched it was in 2018, I think. Even though it's been out for 11 years, it came out in 2007, and it was only recently that I watched it, and now I'm like, everybody needs to watch this movie because it's so much fun. And the movie is called Welcome. It's been directed by Anis Bazmi, if I'm not mistaken, and it stars Akshay Kumar, Katrina Kaif, Anil Kapoor, Nana Patekar, Paresh Rawal, and it's one of the most hilarious, it has one of the most hilarious climaxes in all of comedy history, you could call it. And once you watch this movie, it will stay with you, like just like Hera Fairy. Like, there are dialogues from Hera Fairy which you will use in your daily life, and even this movie, even Welcome, is so meme worthy. You will just make references to it once you watch the movie, and it's just amazing. Please go watch it. The next movie I'll be recommending to you is not exactly a comedy movie. It's not supposed to be a comedy movie because it's part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. It's called Thor Ragnarok. I think you might have heard of it. But the thing is, Taika Waititi has done such an amazing job on this movie. He has brought humor to the situation without taking away the gravity of what Thor and Loki and everybody around him are going through, that it makes it such a riot to watch. And you see Chris Hemsworth's comic timing come, just bubble out in this movie, and you absolutely enjoy it because of the situations he's in. Once I watched this movie, I was like, Taika Waititi should direct every Marvel movie. Like, I must say, Marvel has some of the quirkiest lines ever on screen, but Thor Ragnarok was a different level altogether. I'll just say, I know you need to watch a zillion movies before you come to this one, but let me tell you, just watch the movies. You can actually binge watch the whole thing, the whole set, because I think it will tide you through May. if you watch one movie a day. No comedy movie recommendation list will be complete without the next movie that I'm going to talk about, and that is called The Hangover. Okay, that is a movie which is R-rated, if I'm not mistaken. So this whole movie is about 4 friends who go on a bachelor trip kind of things. On the bachelor night, they end up drunk and far away from where they are supposed to be, and the groom is missing. So imagine the shenanigans that they must have been up to come into this position, and imagine the that goes down. You can only imagine the whole thing, or maybe watch the movie, but you can only imagine what would have happened, because these people are so drunk they don't remember what they were up to, and now they have to piece together clues to find the groom. They need to find the groom because he's getting married the next day. That is where I sort of got a crush on Bradley Cooper. It has gone since, so because he kind of looks like Hrithik Roshan, but yeah, imagine the shock when they discover what they've been doing this whole time. You should watch it if you're above 18. Another slapstick comedy movie recommendation that I have for you is Dhamal, and this came out ages ago. I think it was 2009, I can't remember when, but there's Ritesh Deshmukh, there's Javed Jafri, there's Arshad Varsi, there's Ashish Chaudhary, there's Sanjay Dutt, and everybody is looking for some kind of a treasure. Okay, and this Sanjay Dutt is a cop who is on the trail of these 4 people, but things are going to go wrong, and on the whole journey, the things that do go wrong, they form the whole of the comedy. I remember watching this movie, and almost on every other scene I was laughing so hard I was crying, and I absolutely loved it. And I love any movie that can make me laugh so hard, okay? And if you can't tell by now, slapstick comedy is one of my favorites, and I think you should go watch it. And don't have a lot of expectations going into this. Don't think that you have to have a plot or something, because it's supposed to be a fun, light-hearted movie. So the next movie I'd like to recommend is Crazy Stupid Love. It stars Steve Carell, Julianne Moore, Ryan Gosling, Emma Stone, and I absolutely adore it. There's also emotions involved, but there's also so many moments where you're just like, what is going on? This is so silly, but I love it. It's a sort of, coincidence that you are shocked at having. So basically what I'm telling you is that you must go watch Crazy Stupid Love. Emma Stone, that is the movie where I got a girl crush on her. The next movie that I'd like to recommend to you is a 1976 Hindi movie called Choti Si Baat. It stars Amol Palekar and Vidya Sinha, and it was directed by Basu Chatterjee. And this movie is sort of a Hitch kind of thing, where the guy finds himself in situations where he really wants to woo the girl, but he is very timid. He doesn't have that confidence. So this guy comes in and he helps the main character become very confident, and he helps him, woo the girl. And in the middle of all this, so much drama, so much hilarity ensues. It's not the kind of slapstick comedy that has been a trend in this list, but it's one of the most beautiful movies I've ever seen. There are a lot of similarities between Choti Si Baat and Hitch and Partner, but I think it came way before Hitch was even made, so I think it wins hands down. The last movie on this list is Rush Hour, which stars Jackie Chan and Chris Tucker. This is sort of a coming together of 2 police officers from different countries, way different countries, to investigate the kidnapping of the daughter of a Chinese consul. Imagine the things, the shenanigans that these people get up to when there are language barriers, when there are work ethic differences. There's so many differences between the two because their working styles are different, but when both of them don't fit together for a long time, and they're just blundering about trying to find out things, and things not working out well for them, and it's such a riot. I absolutely loved watching this. And this movie my brother insisted I watch, and I watched it, and I'm so glad I did. So thank you to my brother. So there are 4 other honorary mentions, but I didn't think that I was qualified enough to talk about them because I haven't watched them, but they come up on any list, any comedy movie list that you will look at on the internet, especially these 3 Hindi movies that I'm going to talk about first. The first one is Andaz Apna Apna. Please don't judge me, but I haven't watched the movie and I really want to watch the movie, but it's like 3 hours long. I know it's a classic and I should have watched it a long time ago, but maybe now is a good time to actually follow my own recommendation and then go ahead and watch it. So maybe I'll do that. The next one is Angur, in which 2 people have double roles in this, and it's like I've just only seen snatches of this movie and I intend to go and watch the whole movie so that I can actually appreciate it better. It stars Sanjeev Kapoor and Devin Verma as the double roles. Maybe once I watch it I can even more appreciate it even better, and maybe then I can recommend it more to you. The next honorary mention is Bruce Almighty, a classic Jim Carrey movie, and I don't have to say anything else because Jim Carrey is the god of comedy in Hollywood, at least according to me. When I was a kid, Jim Carrey was my favorite actor, and I'm not even kidding. Did you see what I did there? Anyway, I'm not kidding, because anytime someone asked who's your favorite actor, I would say Jim Carrey. Jim Carrey as a man who is offered all the powers of God, and when he loses it on trying to handle all the powers and handle all the requests that come his way and everything and all that, it's fun. It's so much fun. And the last honorary mention is another classic. It should have been on my list, but it just did not make it, and this movie is Golmaal. Not the new Rohit Shetty Golmaal films, but the classic Amol Palekar movie Golmaal, where the actual song Golmaal Hai Bhai Sab Golmaal Hai, that came out. It's one of my favorite movies of all time. Yes, it should have gone onto the list, but seeing as I was looking for slapstick movies, this is more of a classic comedy, a classic instance of things going haywire kind of movie, and I absolutely love it. Imagine if things in my life were going to go awry and something is going wrong somewhere, but I can't tell why, and that music starts playing. It would be so much better, because I would actually know that okay, this is not something that I need to be doing, because there's something fishy here. Okay guys, so those were the movies that I had for you today. Those were the movies that I watched and that I think that everyone must watch for a hearty laugh, because we do need a hearty laugh in these times, and I feel like these movies will be able to give you just that. I hope that you will pick one of these movies and watch them and have fun, at least have as much fun as I did, if not more. And let me know if you have any movie recommendations for me, comedy movie recommendations for me, in the comments below. And if you watched any of these movies, what did you like about these movies, what you did not like about these movies? I hope you enjoyed them, but yes, I'd love to hear from you. Okay, so if you like this video, please like it and share it to spread the word. And if you like my content and would like to see more from me, don't forget to hit subscribe and click on the bell icon beside the subscribe button to get notified as and when I post new videos. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Until next time, keep reading, keep watching, and add melodrama to your life. And stay safe.